You ready?
Yes.
All right. Hey guys, so we're back again, and it's Akeem and Edith, or
Edith and Akeem.
well, which one should it be?
I don't know. I think strong women always come first.
Edith and Akeem and Edith. You're right. Strong women should always come first, but I think in this case, I think Akeem and Edith.
It just
Edith
rolls off the
sounds
tongue
rolls
better.
off the tongue better. Yeah. So, how you guys been? It's been a little minute since we made a video. We were actually on vacation. I went to South Carolina, and
I went to Sacramento, the capital of California.
how was Sacramento?
Cold. It is so cold. Hence why I moved to Los Angeles, among other things. It's freezing there.
Yeah.
How was South Carolina?
South Carolina was pretty good. It was good to see family. Unfortunately, family member of mine had passed when I got there. I got to see him one day, and like 2 or 3 days later, he went into the hospital, and then a few days ago, he passed. But, death is one of those things that, it always happens, but we never get used to it. But, as long as we keep our spirits high, keep praying to God Almighty, and keep doing right, I think
we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. So we're going to talk about, I want to update you guys on the Dance for Yang thing that happened. I'm pretty sure a lot of you people seen it, and it's just crazy like how it took off. I just came up with this idea. I said that I wanted to make a song for Andrew Yang. And I wrote a song prior to the one that, came out. I wrote a song, and I was like, man, this is kind of like too slow. Because it was kind of one of those songs where you like, everyone takes out their cell phone and turn their lights on, or you take like a lighter out and you just like do like this. It was kind of like one of those type of vibes. And like one day I was riding in the car and I heard this beat. And it's the, if you guys are familiar with
Trick Daddy.
Yeah, the Trick Daddy. Take it to the house. That song was playing.
I remember seeing that on TRL, MTV back when I was probably in high school.
Right.
That was a hit.
Yeah, no, that song is definitely a hit. But that song was playing, and when the song was playing, I started in my head saying, "It ain't left, no, it ain't right, no, it's forward. Come on now." That's like this things I started saying. Like I'm literally driving in my car, like on the highway. And that just popped into my head. So I immediately like pulled out my phone and I started like recording it, like the little bits and pieces that I had. And then when I got home, I actually made the full song in like.
How long did it take you to make that song?
I made it in one day.
I figured.
Yeah, I made that song, and like when I came home, because I have like a little studio set up at home, I made it in one day. Fast forwarding, I put the song out. Me and my girlfriend, we actually made like a music video to it. We didn't put too much thought. I was just like, because she's been watching a lot of, is it Gary Vee?
Yeah, I watch a lot of Gary
Yeah, she watched a lot of Gary
Shout out to Gary Vee if you're watching. I want to talk to you.
Yeah. And I think he talks about like just doing shit.
Yeah, he always talks about just putting stuff out. Like, stop worrying about the production value and just put something out. And then, can I touch on this quickly? The reason, like, we even stress so much about production value. We both work in the production industry. So we see like these big like budgets and things and productions and music videos and TV shows and commercials. But of course they cost an arm and a leg. We don't have an arm and a leg to give. And we just did what we did with what we have. And I mean, we have a nice setup. We did it in our apartment and boom, just put it out. And I always tell him, just put something out. Like it doesn't matter. Just put it out. And now I'm taking my own advice too.
Yeah, true. So that's what we did. I just pulled the camera out. We shot the video and I put it on YouTube. I put it on Instagram and
Twitter.
And
well,
Twitter.
Actually, it took off on Twitter.
Yeah, it took off on Twitter. So this is what happened. So this guy, I seen somebody tagged me in a post on Instagram, and it was this guy who made a video to it. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, people are making dances to it. And the guy DM'd me. He was like, yo, he was like, what's up, bro? I love the song. He was like, people on like Twitter are going like crazy. And I was like, really? And like, mind you, I don't even use Twitter like that. Do you? No. Yeah, she didn't even use...
I pulled out my Twitter just for that.
Right, like we didn't even use Twitter. So I go on Twitter and some guy had ripped my video from YouTube and put it on his page. And when I seen it, it had like I think it had like 7,000 like views at the time and like so many comments and like people were like saying like, yo, this is dope, this is cool. People were asking like, who is that doing, who made the song? And the guy and I don't know, it just started going like viral on Twitter, and like so many people were like making dances to it, and then it was like hashtag dance for Yang, and like it just went like nuts, and like we had no idea that it was going like that crazy on Twitter. And ever since then, like I've just been going crazy like on Twitter. Like every day I'm like checking my Twitter, and it was just pretty cool to see like a lot of people dance to like, you know, my music, because like I am an artist, and you know that's, you know, something that I'm pursuing with my life. And it was just like so cool to see that I created something that, you know, people enjoyed, and that's something that people wanted to like make a dance to, you know. And
I'm proud of you.
yeah, thanks, babe. I'm proud of myself too. It's crazy, and you know what I'm saying, like do it. I did it for like Andrew Yang. You know, that was my mom process, like making something dope for him that people would enjoy, and it actually came and it happened. And another crazy thing too is like I don't know this guy's name. I know his name is Ben. I don't know his last name, but a guy in the press asked Andrew Yang about it, and he made a comment on it. And I don't know, things just kept getting better. Like I'm actually,
He said, "I'll show you what it's
yeah,
about."
I'll show you what it's about, Ben.
Italian.
And then he started dancing, which was pretty cool. And I know I'm like rambling, but like I was, he actually posted it on his
Hey,
page.
he even
And
tagged you.
He tagged me
you.
on it. I'm on like the official YouTube page. I'm on the official Facebook page, like my song is, and it's cool, man. I can't wait to like get that call from Andrew, like, yo, bro, I need you to come perform at like, you know, one of my rallies or something, you know. I'm gonna be like, yo, Andrew, I'm there, brother. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. You know, it was that was cool. I actually got a call from some people too, like wanting to help me like get the song out there even more. So
I want to
you
know what Trick Daddy thinks, actually, since we have heard nothing from Trick Daddy. And the thing
he probably
is,
haven't even heard it yet.
well, I saw people tag him.
Really?
I saw people tag Trick Daddy.
I didn't see
so
that.
Trick Daddy, if you're out there, we know it's your beat, and it's something that I grew up on, something we grew up on. I want to know what he thinks about you.
Yeah,
flowing on his beat.
Yeah, maybe he'll endorse Andrew Yang.
Maybe.
You know, if it gets to him.
I mean, we
But
can use
thing
all
about
the
help we can
endorsement.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. But like I said, it was cool, and I enjoyed it, and I still have people tagging me in it saying like, yo, the song's great, and people are talking about they late, they didn't get to make a dance, but hey, we still you're never late. If you want to still make a dance, then just go make your dance, because we got to keep the energy going for Andrew. And speaking of Andrew Yang, let's check and see. Oh, you don't have your laptop.
It's right here.
Let's pull your laptop out and let's see how far away we are from hitting our 3.5 million goal. Just pull it up and go to yang2020.com and see what it says. But yeah, I think last time I checked, I think we were at 2.7 mil or something like that. Continue the website. Scroll down. Scroll right there. That's it. And the deadline tonight is 12 a.m. and we're up to, oh man, this shit's going up. Oh, we're gonna hit it. Yeah, 3,083,989. Yeah, I think we're gonna hit it, and I'm gonna make another donation today. I've been donating as much as I can. At least like every other day, I've been like, you know, making a donation. So I'm gonna make another donation today, probably after we get done with this video, because we got to keep our boy in the race, man. Like, he's talking about real issues. He's talking about things that need to be talked about. He's not just stating what the problem is. He's actually giving solutions, and that's, you know, again, another thing I love about him. But talking about like real issues, what are some issues in the world that like bother you?
I mean, well, I think it was something that we were talking about last night about how we need more doctors in the world.
We do need more doctors.
And I feel like, I mean, I don't know. This is just something I'm assuming, let's say, that the reason why we don't have enough doctors and the reason why healthcare is so high is because we don't have enough doctors, but these doctors well, these people that want to be doctors, they're scared of how much it costs to go to school.
That's true.
And
I can see that.
that is a very unfortunate thing, because obviously we need a lot more doctors in this world, because unfortunately people are ill. People are sick on a daily basis. Like you just mentioned, your family member passed away, and we didn't touch too much on what happened, but I feel like if the costs were less, we probably could have kept them alive
That's
a little
actually,
longer, or in general.
That's actually kind of true because so what happened in that situation? It's crazy that you even mentioned that. So where I'm from is called Lawrence County, and obviously there's a hospital there. But like when people get in like certain conditions that are like critical, they always have to get, flew out by a helicopter, or ambulance has to take them to a place called Greenville, which is like,
A bigger city.
a bigger city. So like we don't have any great doctors in like smaller markets. And maybe if there was some,
And that's a problem.
That is a
Like
problem.
here, like for us, if we get sick, they're gonna take us right down the street to Cedar Sinai,
because we're in Los Angeles.
because we're in Los Angeles and we live right down the street from it. But
Right.
if you're in a city like where you're from,
Yeah, which is a smaller town,
Right.
then there's really no money there. So I guess that's why you really can't get top-notch doctors in that area. But going back to what you were saying about schooling, I think there should be something in place where if you go to school if you're going to school to be a doctor, and you keep your GPA to like a certain average, keep good grades, I think by the time you graduate, they should
wipe your loans
away.
clean.
Yeah.
Especially because you're contributing to society in such a way that not a lot of people will be able to do.
Right.
Because there's so much greed in a lot of professions, which people don't even talk about. But like if you want to be a doctor, obviously you're striving to help people. Like you're doing a selfless act. Like I don't know how much more selfless it could be for an individual to become a doctor.
Oh yeah, because being a doctor, that's like, what's that, 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
10 years
So you're
is a
giving a
long time,
decade,
yeah.
a decade of your life to help others.
Right. So they should wipe away like all your debt. But that's
We've been stuck on Grey's Anatomy, guys. That's why we like. I know we are so late with all these seasons, but when you're flipping through Netflix and you have absolutely nothing to watch, because even though Netflix is producing stuff left and right, but like a lot of their stuff is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really like the new Netflix shows. So like classics, like Grey's Anatomy, obviously, like we know.
I
about
like the
Grey's
new
Anatomy.
Netflix shows. I like some
of it, not all of them.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, what was it? The third season? I didn't really like the third season that much. Shout out to 11.
I still like
She's pretty
Stranger
cool.
Things.
But yeah, so we have been stuck on this, and it seems like medicine has been something that's been in our minds lately, and it's due to that show, just seeing everything that they go through and the things that they do, and I'm just like, wow, like these surgeons or these doctors, these nurses, this is really how they work, and I don't feel like they get enough credit.
Yeah.
Even when and I mean, obviously it's production, they could be exaggerating it on the TV show, but I don't think it's far from the truth. And
Right.
if there are any doctors out there, drop a comment. Let us know if it's real, if it's this real, because you don't know if something is real until you actually see it or if you experience it firsthand. You just, you're just on the stands watching. Right. So, but nonetheless, I mean, you're still going to school for 10 years. And I heard, I forget what, I would listen to a lot of motivational speakers, but one that I was listening to said that one of their doctor friends, they came out of school with $500,000 in debt.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Of debt.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
And
debt that they have to pay back.
It depends on what type of doctor you are, but
That's a
I
lot.
mean, say like you, obviously if you're just going to have a family practice, you're not going to make as much as a plastic surgeon.
That's true.
Like, which is a major difference. But like, it's a lot of money. Like, how long is it going to take you to pay $500,000?
And you know what? Maybe that's why maybe that's another reason why doctors don't go to smaller markets, is because they're in debt.
Exactly.
And if you go to a smaller market, you're not gonna make as much as you would as if you went to like Los Angeles.
100%.
So if I go to this smaller market and I'm just throwing shit at a wall, I'm only making 50 grand a year. But if I go to Los Angeles, I'm making 150 grand a year.
But then the cost of living is also higher.
Right.
Here.
So I don't know. It's just so weird to think about. But
I feel like doctors should be, aspiring doctors, if you're in school, they should have their rent paid.
They should.
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because you're going to help society.
As long as they keep good grades. That's the big thing. As long as you're passing exams or whatever you're doing,
Because
you're
we
keeping
need
good grades.
doctors.
Then you're 100% right about that. So hey, that's a good idea. I would say we definitely need something like that in place. But yeah. So we'll be back, and we'll be back sooner rather than later.
See you in 2020.
See you guys in 2020.
Bye.
Bye.